با عرض تشکر بازم مجددا از اینکه تشریف آوردین اینجا برای یاد بوده برادرم. میخواستم یه چند کلمه صحبت کنم راجبش. البته ببخشید برای من راحت تره که انگلیسی صحبت کنم تا اینکه فارسی. این چند کلمه که نوشتم به انگلیسی میگم. Thank you all for being here today to honor and celebrate Homer's life. My name is Homan, and Homer was my younger brother. Want to give special thanks to family members and friends who have flown in to be with us here today, knowing it's very much appreciated. Homan and Homer. Yes, for those of you who don't know Persian parents, they love naming their kids so similar to each other to a point of even confusing themselves when they called us out. Homer and I grew up in Iran and were very close, being the only two siblings. We did everything together as kids. We went to the same school, ate together, played on the same sports teams, slept in the same room, and that was the beginning of our close and bonding relationship throughout life. As a child, I remember Homer always being kind and helpful to the other kids at school in any which way he could, even if it meant sharing his lunch with them if they would have forgotten theirs. As an adult, he kept the same kind, gentle spirit throughout his life, helping other people around him. After we left Iran in 1980, and then going through a few years of hardship and transition from living in Japan and then moving here to California, this brought us even closer together. I had always felt like he was my younger brother. He was my little brother I had to protect through those very tough times. Homer being the youngest, he always wanted to help the family in any which way he could. I remember after we settled here in California in 1982 for good, our father decided to open a Japanese restaurant in San Mateo. And Homer was always eager to help, if he was in the kitchen or in the dining room. Of course, being Iranian working in a Japanese restaurant, you can imagine the looks or even the sarcastic comments we would get from our customers. But for those of you who knew Homer well, he had a witty humor about him with quick comebacks. I remember one time a customer sarcastically asked him, "What part of Japan are you from?" To which he quickly replied, "The closest part to Iran." Over the years, Homer had acquired a love affair with cars and specifically with Alfa Romeos. I remember one time asking him why Alfa Romeos. He said, "Well, we do look Italian, and I love their passion for sports cars." To which I replied, "If that's the case, then why not go for Maseratis and Ferraris and make us the best looking Iranian Italians?" But Homer being Homer, it was either Alfa Romeos or nothing. He always told me Alfa Romeos are going to be classic cars one day. Well, I'm still waiting for that day. As a matter of fact, he had purchased a red Alfa Romeo just a few months ago to work on it. He was planning to save it as his son's first car to drive once he got his license. Aydin, we are going to be saving that car for you. Homer's other passion was racing. He loved racing. There was not a Sunday with Formula One Grand Prix racing on TV that he wouldn't be watching it. Unfortunately, given his health conditions in these last several years, he was not able to race himself, but he did see his dreams fulfilled through his son Aydin. Homer, given all his health issues, was still passionate enough to provide everything for Aydin to succeed. And I'm happy to say Aydin made him very proud. Homer may have meant something to each and every one of you here. Everyone who knew Homer loved him. He was always smiling, willing to help others. He knew how to be serious at times, he also knew when to joke around. Homer was loving. Homer was funny. He was smart. But above all, Homer was very true to himself. While he was an amazing brother to me, he was also a caring child to our parents, a loyal friend to many, and most of all, he was the best father in the world for his son, Aydin. I would like to conclude this by reading a poem I have written in his memory. You went away so suddenly, we did not say goodbye, but brothers can never be parted. Precious memories never die. Remember not my fight for life. Remember not the strife. Please do not be saddened upon my death, but celebrate my life. I love you and I miss you, Homer, very dearly. And thank you all for being here to celebrate my wonderful brother's life. Thank you.
یا عزیزم چی میخوای بگی بگو.
من شما اول برو.
نمیدونم چی بگم. امیدوارم صدام در بیاد.
آره باید
ولی که من روزه که همینطور اشکام داره میره. خواستم قبل از همه چیز از همتون تشکر کنم در غم من شریک بودین. خیلی خوشحالم که همتون رو میبینم. فکر میکنم شما هم این غم منو فهمیدین. نمیدونم چی بگم. پسر عزیز من بود، اینم عزیز بود، ولی اون عزیزی بود که مریض که شده بود 2 برابر براش ناراحت بودم. 6 سال تمام من شب و روزم با عمر اکثرا میگذشت. از بیمارستان، ریهب، از خونه ما نمیذاشتم هیچی تو دلش بمونه. هر چی میخواست براش تا اونجا که از وجودم برمیمد براش انجام میدادم، ولی اون که اضافی بود. اگه منم هم میکردم میگفتم باشه اشکال نداره، بذار اون استرس پیدا نکنه، خوشحال بشه، هر کاری دلش بخواد اونایی که میتونه بکنه. متاسفانه 35 روز بود پیش من بود. یه من زن گفت مامان داره میره هوایی، بابا داره میره، من شما رو تنها نمیذارم، میام اونجا. اومد 35 روز پیش من بود، حتی 30 روز بود. وقتی شنید باباش دیرتر میاد بلیتش عوض کرد، 5 روز اضافه کرد. گفتم چرا جمعه میذاری؟ خب بس این 5 روز دیگه هم بگذره. گفت من جمعه میذارم که میخوام برم پسرم ببینم، شنبه تعطیله، ولی بعد زود برمیگردم. گفتم من باید بیام. گفت نه. همون شد. بعد شنیدم اومد رفته بیمارستان 4 روز نبود. از من جدا شد. بعد از 4 روز شنیدم عمر مرد. ببخشید که اینو میگم، دیگه نمیخوام بیشتر بگم، چیزای دیگر رو من گفته. من خواننده نیستم. منتظای عزیزم که بچگی عمر دیده، با هم همسایه بودیم، دیده بود 8 سالگیشو دیده بود، میدونه سیامک جون بود. اینا خواننده های خوبی هستن، منو مسخره نکنم. من خواننده نیستم، ولی یه شعری بود که من خودم تو خونه اینو به تنهایی میخوندم به خاطر عمر و دوست داشتم که اینو بخونم، شما هم گوش کنیم. میدونم که من خواننده نیستم، مسخرم نکنید، ولی دلم میخواد با آهنگ این شعر بخونم، چون فکر کردم همه شعرم نیست، بعضی چیزاشو انتخاب کردم که میشد در باره عمر بخونم. کجا سفر رفتی که بی خبر رفتی، اشکم را چرا ندیدی، از من دل چرا بریدی، پا از من چرا کشیدی، مگر چه کردم که بی خبر رفتی. بیا به بالینم که جشن خونینم، جان بی تو ثمر ندارد، جان بی تو ثمر ندارد، مگر چه کردم که بی خبر رفتی. با غمت درآمیزم، از بلا نپرهیزم، پیش از آن برم بنشین که از میان برخیزم. رو به تو کردم به خدا خوب به تو کردم که هماغوش تو باشم، دل به تو بستم که عزیزم هماغوش تو باشم. رفتی و صبر و قرار مرا بردی، طاقت این زار مرا بردی بردی بردی. امیدوارم که سرتون درد نیاورده باشم، ولی خوشحالم که در غم من شریک بودیم. من هر روز اینو با خودم راه میرم و میخونم، فکر بکنم تسکیرم میده. فکر کردم اگه برای همه شما با این صدای کثیفم بخونم تسکیرم میده. متشکرم، خیلی ممنون.